Hi everyone. In this session, we are discussing one of the most important concepts from the chapter haloalkanes and haloarine. The concept is nothing but SN1 and SN2 mechanism. In this video, I'm concentrating on SN1 mechanism. We will meet with SN2 mechanism in another video. Alright, so what is actually SN1 and SN2 mechanism? For your competitive examination, NEET, JEE, IIT, even for your board examination, this SN1 and SN2 are very important concept. So let's discuss detail. I'm giving you a simple reaction. For example, I'm taking the compound methyl chloride. Okay, methyl chloride. It is a haloalkane. Halogen is there, alkane is there. All right. I'm just adding a nucleophile. For a nucleophile means suppose I'm taking the compound aqueous KOH. Aqueous KOH. What is the upcoming nucleophile here? You know, nucleophiles are nucleus attracting compound or nucleus loving compound. Nucleus charge is positive. So what should be the charge of nucleus attracting compound? Negative, or we can say they are electron rich compound. Right? So, you know, in aqueous KOH, K plus is there, OH minus is there. So, which is the nucleophile? OH minus. So, what is happening here? This nucleophile want to attack to this carbon and this halogen want to leave. You know, halogens are best leaving groups. So, this nucleophile is substituting here. You know, if you want to substitute a system, one of the species want to leave, then nucleophile is the other one is substituting, right? Which is the leaving group here? Halogen from a haloalkane. Which is the substituting species? That is the nucleophile. So, OH minus nucleophile is substituting and the halogen is leaving. This is what happens. So, what is your product? CH3OH. You will get CH3OH plus the byproduct is which one? The KCl1, right? KCl. So, this reaction can happen in two ways. That's a question. That is SN1 and SN2 mechanism. How this substitution happened through SN1 mechanism, we can discuss detail in this video. So, these are the types of question you can expect for your entrance examination. Like which of them is highly reactive towards SN1 reactivity, which is highly reactive towards in these systems also, which is highly reactive towards SN1. Here, which is more easily hydrolyzed. These all questions you can able to answer through this concept SN1 mechanism. So after discussing all SN1 mechanism, we can come back to this all question. We can crack all these questions. Okay. So I'm going for the SN1 mechanism. What is SN1? Dear all, S stands for substitution. S stands for what? Substitution. And N stands for nucleophilic. Nucleophilic. 1 stands for unimolecular. Unimolecular means one molecule. So substitution, nucleophilic, unimolecular. That is the overall, we will call it as SN1 mechanism. Let me take one of the haloalkane. Okay, a simple example. I'm taking the compound carbon. You know, carbon with a halogen. Halogen generally we can observe with a letter we are simple using X. Here I'm taking one of the halogen, chlorine. Okay, a chlorine. Alright, so this is a haloalkane. Let me fill the other valency of carbon through some of the reagent. For example, this is a methyl group. I'm using one another symbol. You know very well what is this symbol represent. Again, one another CH3 group. Okay, CH3 methyl group. You can take any haloalkane. Okay, fine, no problem. And let me take one another bond representation. You know very well what is this called? What is this called? Dear student, what is this representation? Actually, the compound is what? You know, one carbon with the 3 methyl group is called tert-butyl. Tert-butyl. One carbon with the 3 methyl group is called tert-butyl. So this is called tert-butyl chloride. Alright, this is a haloalkane. So let me write. This is a haloalkane. Alright, fine. So haloalkane is ready. What is our purpose? We want to leave this chlorine. We want to substitute one nucleophile. That's it. Alright? Okay. Now, in this one, what is this representation means? Dear all of you, this is a what is called dashed wedge. This represents, these are normal bonds. These are called what? Dashed wedge. What about this one? Solid wedge. What is the meaning of dashed wedge and solid wedge and the normal bonds? This normal bond represent that those bonds and the elements are on the plane. So this is a bond. So this carbon and the chlorine methyl group are on the same, or they are lying on the same plane on this board like this. But this CH3 is a dotted one. This is called dashed wedge. Dashed wedge represent that's away from you. That's away from you. Suppose I am the observer. When I am looking the compound, this CH3 is the other side of the board, the opposite side. What about this CH3? Is solid wedge represent, it's projected towards the observer. It is like this. It is like this. It is projected, then this CH3, the other plane, other side. So this is a three-dimensional structure, a three-dimensional. This is just like a tetrahedral structure. Alright, so your haloalkane is ready. SN1 reaction, dear all of you, SN1 reaction, actually it is a reversible reaction. SN1 reaction, it's follow two steps. First question. SN1 reaction follow two steps. Okay, what is the first step? The first step is the slowest step. First step is a very slowest step. In a general reaction, the slowest step we will call a particular name. That is called rate determining step. Rate determining step. You know what is meant by rate of a reaction? Rate means speed of a reaction. You know, speed of a reaction, if you want to calculate, mainly we will follow a slowest step. Okay, slowest step in a reaction. So slowest step is also called what? Rate determining step, or we'll call RDS, rate determining step. What is step number 1 in SN1 mechanism? So we are discussing about step number 1. In step number 1, dear student, the halogen is leaving. You know, chlorine is leaving as what? Cl minus. If this chlorine leaving as Cl minus, what's the charge getting by carbon? Positive charge. Let me write the compound here, the product, the carbon, the central carbon. Where is chlorine? Chlorine is leaving as Cl minus. This carbon is there. I'm just to rearrange this. So when this chlorine leave, they will attain a relaxed state. What is the state I can write? This is the CH3 here. And we have a CH3 here, the dashed wedge, and the solid wedge we can draw like this. Okay, this is the representation. And what is the charge obtained by this carbon? Carbon carry positive. You know, carbon carry positive charge is called what? Carbocation, right? Carbocation. Alright, so what is the first step in SN1 mechanism? Removal of halogen, formation of carbocation. So step number 1 we can say that formation of carbocation. Step number 1 is what? Formation of carbocation. Carbon with positive charge is called carbocation. Okay, what is the next step? So halogen already leave in the first step. We want to substitute a nucleophile, right? Okay, let's welcome the nucleophile. Where is nucleophile? Let's go to step number 2. Step number 2 is nothing but attacking of. So first step is halogen leaving, forming carbocation. Second step is attacking of nucleophile. Attacking of nucleophile on. Where is nucleophile? What is a nucleophile, dear student? We already discussed. Nucleophile means nucleus loving compound. What is the charge of a nucleus? Positive charge. So what's the charge of a nucleophile? Mostly negative charge. So nucleophile is coming with a negative charge. Alright, so nucleophile, where it will try to attack? Positive charge. What is the positive charge here? Carbocation. Okay, let me take the compound. I'm just drawing the same compound here. So carbon is there. Alright, carbon is there. It contains CH3 group. Alright, and you have dashed wedge. There is another CH3 group, and then the dashed solid wedge one. The another CH3 group. What is the charge on this carbon? Positive charge. One another question they will ask you. In step number 1, you can see the first step is the slowest step, and that is the rate determining step. What is the compound you are getting? Carbocation. What is the shape of that carbocation? That molecule. You know, this is the intermediate forming here, the carbocation. What is the shape, dear student? You can easily understand that this CH3, 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 when you connect together, what is that? It's just like a trigonal planar geometry, right? It's having trigonal trigonal planar geometry. So what is the shape? Trigonal planar geometry. So they can ask you the question in SN1 mechanism, what is the shape of the intermediate formed? Your intermediate is carbocation. What's the shape now? Trigonal planar geometry. Before it is just like a tetrahedral geometry. And what is the hybridization of this carbon? Dear student, in a tetrahedral geometry, the carbon hybridization is sp3. Another question. So they can ask you in SN1 mechanism, what is the hybridization of the reactant haloalkane? That is sp3. Then what about the hybridization of the intermediate in first step? Now the carbocations are, dear student, sp2. Trigonal planar mean hybridization is what? sp2. So sp3 converted to sp2. Clear all of you? Okay. Let's go to the second step. So the carbocation is ready there. We can welcome the nucleophile. Here, nucleophile can attack in two ways. You know, this is the carbocation. Okay, there is a carbocation C+, there is a methyl group, methyl group, methyl group. Now, the nucleophile can attack in two ways. Either the front side or the back side, or the right or left. Let's see. Let me welcome the nucleophile. Where is the nucleophile? Nucleophile. Okay, this is the nucleophile. Let me express a nucleophile is Nu minus. You know, in the previous question we discussed now what is a nucleophile? OH minus. So generally representing a nucleophile as Nu minus. Alright. So Nu minus. Nucleophile can attack through. This is the back side. This is the front side. So nucleophile can attack through this left or right. Okay. Through left or right or back or front. So there are a chance to get two type of products, right? Two types of products you can get it. Let me express the two type of attack. This is the first attack through the back side. Okay, through the back side, suppose nucleophile attack, what is the product can form? Dear all of you, carbon. There is a methyl group, okay, and methyl group. And the last one, methyl group. Where is the new nucleophile? Here. This is the nucleophile, making a bond. Okay, so the on the carbocation, if the nucleophile attacking through the back side, this will be the situation. All this group will come just this side and nucleophile will be attacking. I told you there is a attacking possible through front side also, right? If the nucleophile attacking through this side, what will be the other structure? We'll get it, all of you. We can draw like this. Carbon. Okay, carbon. Here nucleophile is, this is through back side. If it is through front side, what will be there? So nucleophile is coming through this side. Okay, nucleophile is coming through this side. So all these group will be here. Nucleophile will be on the front side. So we can draw like this. CH3. Alright. Nucleophile is here. Alright. And we can represent the remaining compound as CH3 here. Last one. CH3 here. Alright, this is the way when they attacking through the front side. Okay, so these are the maximum steps or the total 2 steps happening in SN1 mechanism. So let's revise once again. What is SN1 stands for? Substitution nucleophilic unimolecular reaction. Why it is called substitution nucleophilic? Because you are substituting a nucleophile. What is unimolecular? Please wait, I will explain later. So SN1 reaction happen in 2 steps. That is called, step number 1 is called removal of halogen and formation of carbocation. Where in haloalkane is the reactant in which the carbon is in sp3 hybridization, but in the product side, in step number 1, the structure, the stability of the carbocation you can explain through their hybridization, sp2. Here the carbon is which hybridization? sp2. So sp3 converted to sp2. What is the geometry of the intermediate carbocation? Trigonal planar geometry. Alright. The first step is the slowest step. Slowest step is also known as what? Rate determining step. Alright. Now, step number 2. The formed carbocation in which nucleophile can attack. The attacking is two type, either through backside or through front side. If it is attacked through backside, you will get such a configuration. If it is through front side, you will get such a configuration. What is the difference between these two? Dear all of you, please look into the initial reactant. This is your initial reactant, okay, your haloalkane. This is your initial reactant. This is one of the final product. Please observe, what is any changes there? Any changes there in their configuration or arrangement? Yes. Here the carbon and 3-methyl group is like this and the halogen is here. But when nucleophile attack through the back side, it is just almost like this, right? They inverted. So this is known as what? Inversion of configuration, okay? Inversion of configuration. The configurations are inverted. What about here? All of you please observe this initial reactant and the final product. You can see this is existing like this, and the methyl groups are all same like in this product also. Therefore, it is called inversion. This is called inversion. This is called retention. Retention of configuration. Retention of configuration. What is mean by retention? They are retaining the initial structure or the configuration. That's called retention of configuration. So in SN1 mechanism, there are a chance to get two type of product. One is inverted product, one is retention product. This mixture is known as racemic mixture. Means in other video we can discuss about what is the stereochemistry behind this. There are two type of substance that's called dextrorotatory objects and levorotatory object. Just keep in mind, dextrorotatory object mean when the object you passing through a plane polarizer light, okay, plane polarizer light means their all vibrations are in the same direction, okay, like this, all are in the same direction. When you passing this plane polarizer light through an object, if the object rotating this plane polarizer light vibration towards right, means clockwise, then it is known as, the object is called dextrorotatory object. If the plane polarizer light, when you passing through a object, suppose it is rotating anti-clockwise, then it is called levorotatory object. Alright, levorotatory object. So here, inversion is there, retention is there. So one compound, that's we can say only through experiment. One compound, if one system, the one compound, if you passing through an plane polarizer light, suppose it can rotate towards right, then it is called dextro. When this solution or through which if you pass the plane polarizer light, maybe it will rotate left, then it is called levorotatory. So this dextro and levo together, or 50-50% dextro levo together, a mixture is known as racemic mixture. Okay, so inversion and retention, it can form one dextro, one levo, then it is forming a racemic mixture. Racemic mixture, very important, racemic mixture. So where we can obtain racemic mixture? Only in SN1 mechanism. In SN2 mechanism, I will show you there is no chance to make a racemic mixture. Alright, all of you. So SN1 mechanism favor these two steps. Clear? Now we can go for the next concept. In SN1 mechanism, as I told you, there are two steps. The first step, right, where the step number 1, we call it as rate determining step. Rate determining step, or it is also known as the slowest step. You know, rate means speed of a reaction. Speed of a reaction, you know, rate of a reaction directly proportional to the concentration of the reactant. How much concentration of reactants you have depends on that rate changes. Okay, all of you please look into the previous slide. This is the rate determining step, the step number 1. This rate determining step depends on how many reactants. All of you look into the board. This rate determining step depends on how many reactants. Only one reactant, that is your complete haloalkane. This is one reactant, right? Haloalkane. So this rate determining step depends on only the concentration of which one? Haloalkane. So we can say rate is directly proportional to the concentration of haloalkane. Haloalkane. Rate is directly proportional to the concentration of haloalkane. Clear all of you? Alright. Next. When you make into the proportionality constant by a constant, we can say rate is equal to K. This constant is called rate constant to just cancel the proportionality into haloalkane. Into haloalkane. This is the rate equation for SN1 mechanism. So in SN1 mechanism, speed or rate of a reaction depends only on the concentration of which one? Haloalkane. Only one species, right? Yeah. Therefore, it is called unimolecular. We said no. In SN1, what's the full form? Substitution nucleophilic unimolecular. Why unimolecular? Just one molecule is there in the reactant side, in the rate determining step. Clear? One more thing. You will study detail about what is this rate and rate equation, everything in the chapter chemical kinetics. Before that, here the order and molecularity. Let me tell you what is meant by order and molecularity. Okay. Order of a reaction. What is the meaning of order of a reaction? Order is nothing but it is a sum of the powers of the concentration terms in this equation. It is a sum of the powers of the, this is the concentration term, right? This is the concentration term. What is the power here? 1. Only one species, right? 1. So order means sum of the powers of the concentration term. What is the power of the concentration term here? 1. So that order is equal to what? 1. What is the molecularity? What is meant by molecularity? Molecularity is nothing but number of reacting species. How many reacting species is there in your first step? Reactant, only 1. So order and molecularity for SN1 reaction is equal to 1. Once again I am repeating, order mean the sum of the powers of the concentration term. This is the one concentration. What is the power here? 1. So order is 1. Molecularity means it is the number of reactants. How many reactants are there in first step? In the rate determining step? Only 1. Therefore, order and molecularity is equal to 1 for a SN1 mechanism. Clear? Next data. Next data. SN1 mechanism or reaction favor in polar protic solvent. Polar protic solvents. You may study two types of solvent, polar and non-polar. Here we are discussing polar protic and polar aprotic solvent. Okay. SN1 reaction favor in polar protic solvent. So which mean, what are example for polar protic solvent and what is polar protic solvent? Let me tell you the example first of all. Water. Water is a polar protic solvent. Alcohol, methanol, ethanol, etc. Acid, ethanoic acid, etc. These all are polar protic solvent. You know polarity. What is meant by polarity? There is a charge separation. You consider water. Water contain H2O. Let me just write H2O like this. This is H2O. What is the charge on the oxygen and hydrogen? You know, oxygen carry a partial negative charge because it is an electronegative element. Hydrogen carry positive charge. So this is a polar compound. Polarity means charge separation. Yeah, charge separation is there. What is the meaning of protic? So polar means its polarity is there. What is the meaning of protic? Protic means they can donate H plus ion. Those species can donate H plus ion is known as what? Protic solvent. Can water donate H plus ion? Yes, right. You know what are the ions in H2O? H plus and OH minus. So it can donate H plus ion. You know alcohol, ethanol, if you consider CH3, CH2, OH, it can donate H plus ion. It's a polar one, protic one. Acetic acid, if it donate this hydrogen, you will get CH3, COO minus and H plus. It can donate this H plus ion, therefore it is a polar protic solvent. So SN1 reaction favor or SN1 reaction faster in polar protic solvent. Why? Next question. You got it? What is polar protic solvent? What are the example? Then why? Dear student, what the first step in SN1 mechanism? Leaving halogen, formation of carbocation. These carbocations are more stable in polar protic solvent. What is that? The first step, the formation of carbocation. These carbocations are highly stable in polar protic solvent. Therefore, SN1 mechanism we are using polar protic solvent like water, alcohol, ethanoic acid or acetic acid, etc. Alright. Next, we have to consider about some other factor. Okay, so what are the major topic? Two steps are there. First step is the slowest step and second step, what is that? It is the fast step. Okay, fast step. This is the rate determining step. Only one reactant is there. Therefore, it is unimolecular. Okay, structure everything. Hope you clear. In SN1 mechanism, in step number 2, nucleophile can attack through backside or front side. So there is a inversion of configuration and retention of configuration. One is dextro, one is levo. The mixture is called what? Racemic mixture. All right. Then the rate of the reaction depends only on one species. Therefore, the order and molecularity is equal to 1 for SN1 mechanism. SN1 mechanism favor in polar protic solvent like these kind of things. So, let's go for the summary. In SN1 mechanism, dear all of you, first step. What is the first one? There are two steps. There are two steps. What is the first step? Can you recover? In SN1 mechanism, first step. What is first step? Halogen is leaving, it forming a carbocation. What is the second step? Attacking of nucleophile either through front or through back to the carbocation forming product. Your product contain inversion and retention product. They are racemic mixture. Correct? Alright. So two steps are there. Second one. First step. The first step is the slowest step, right? It is the slowest step. And the second step is the fastest one, right? It's the fastest one. Which one is called as the rate determining step? Yes, the slowest step. Rate determining step is the slowest step. Fine. Third one. Do you remember what was the hybridization of the carbon or the reactant carbon? You have sp3. After the reaction, means after leaving the halogen, it forming the carbocation, what was the hybridization of that carbocation? sp2. Alright. Fourth one. Do you remember what was the shape of the carbocation formed? What was the shape of carbocation? Trigonal planar. Trigonal planar. Trigonal planar. Correct? Alright. You are getting two type of product. One is inversion, one is retention, because there are two attack of nucleophile is possible through front or back. Therefore, that's forming a racemic mixture, right? Racemic mixture. Sixth point. SN1 mechanism favor or it will react faster in polar protic solvent. Can you recover what are polar protic solvent? Yes, water, alcohol and ethanoic acid, like acids. Okay, anything left? Anything left? Racemic mixture, polar protic solvent. Okay, one last point let me tell you, dear all of you. SN1 mechanism in which the attacking nucleophile mostly will be a weak nucleophile. Okay, SN1 mechanism needed just a weak nucleophile. Weak nucleophile, because halogens already ready to leave. Halogens are best leaving group, so nucleophile can be weak one, not a strong nucleophile is not necessary for SN1 mechanism. So these are the major data you have to follow about SN1 mechanism. Now for entrance examination, while you're answering, we have to know one of the reactivity order of haloalkanes. Okay, reactivity. This is the majority question you can expect from this area. Reactivity of haloalkane. There are varieties of haloalkanes, right? Tertiary haloalkane, primary, secondary, vinyl, allyl, benzyl. So many haloalkanes are there. So which will undergo reaction faster? SN1 reaction faster. Dear student, in SN1 reaction, first step we studied formation of carbocation. So which carbocation is more stable? Accordingly, SN1 reaction faster in that particular species. See, what is the stability of carbocation? Okay, what is the stability of carbocation? Study this order, all of you. Mostly you will study in classes tertiary greater than secondary greater than primary, but that's not enough for competitive exam. Careful. Stability of carbocation, maximum you have to follow this mechanism or this order. Dear student, tertiary carbocation is the most stable carbocation. What is a tertiary carbocation? Carbon with a positive charge is called carbocation. The carbocation, if it connected to 3 carbon, is known as tertiary carbocation. It is more stable than, next one is called benzyl carbocation. Benzyl. What is benzyl? A benzene ring with CH2. This is called benzyl. If it having a carbocation, is called benzyl carbocation. So first most stable carbocation is tertiary, then benzyl. After that, we can go for allyl carbocation. What is allyl? Allyl group is CH2 double bond, CH single bond, CH2. This is called allyl group. If it having a carbocation, this is called allyl carbocation. After that, we have secondary carbocation. What is a secondary carbocation? The carbocation containing or it is connected to 2 carbon atom is called secondary. After that, we can go for primary. Primary means the carbocation connected to only 1 carbon. That's called primary. And the least stable carbocation is vinyl and phenyl. Vinyl means CH2 double bond. This group is called vinyl with a carbocation. This is the stability order of carbocation. Alright. Now, suppose I am giving you a question. Okay. These are the 2 compounds I am giving to you and I am asking you which one can undergo SN1 reaction faster. You do first step. What is happening in first step of SN1 mechanism? The halogen is leaving, forming a carbocation. Correct? Yeah. Halogen is leaving, it forming carbocation. Now you identify which carbocation is this? It is tertiary. Which carbocation is this? Benzyl carbocation. Which is more stable? Tertiary. So who can undergo reaction faster? This one. Because after leaving this chlorine, it forming more stable compound. Yeah, so they are ready to leave chlorine, ready to undergo the reaction faster. Understood? So this is the way you have to answer the question. So let's go for the, in the beginning of this video, I show you some of the question. Shall we go to that question? Let's crack it. See the question, all of you. By using the theory, we can discuss about that. Question number 1. Arrange the following alkyl halides. See, all are alkyl halides. Chlorine is there. In the decreasing order of SN1 reactivity. Let me take the first compound. What you are going to do in first step in SN1 mechanism? The halogen is leaving. Okay, you are going to leave this halogen. And by the way, you are going to make a carbocation here. Okay, this is a carbocation. I'm just to expand. This is a normal one. I'm just expanding this compound, all of you. Listen carefully. The compound I'm just writing like this. CH2 double bond CH. On the CH there is a chlorine. And here we have one CH3. And this compound also I'm just rewriting. So this is CH3. And we have CH2. And we have CH. On the CH you can see there is a chlorine and there is another CH3. This is what we have. Correct? First step in SN1, remove halogen, make a carbocation. So chlorine leave already, for carbocation is ready. Chlorine is leaving, this carbocation is ready. Chlorine is leaving, this carbocation is ready. Can you please tell me what is the first carbocation forming? What's the name of this first carbocation? Is it tertiary, benzyl, secondary, allyl, vinyl, primary? Which one? Dear student, the carbocation directly connected to only 1 carbon. Therefore, it is a primary carbocation. Correct. But here there is a speciality. This carbocation, this is the carbocation, it is directly connected to 2 carbon. So we are thinking it is secondary. Yeah, it is a secondary one. But beyond secondary, it is a special type of which one? Carbocation. What is that? Allyl. Can you see there is an allyl group? CH2 double bond, CH and CH plus. This is called allyl carbocation, dear all of you. This is called what? Allyl carbocation. Okay, allyl carbocation. What about the third case? If the halogen leaving, it forming a carbocation. This carbocation directly connected to 2 carbon. Is there is any nearby double bond to make it allyl or something? No, it is purely secondary carbocation. Now you can go for the reactivity order. What we studied? Which carbocation more stable? Tertiary, benzyl, allyl, secondary, primary, and then vinyl. So which one can undergo reaction faster, dear all of you? Which is more stable? This is a primary. Here we have allyl. Here we have secondary. Which will undergo reaction faster? Allyl can undergo reaction faster. So the second one undergo reaction faster. So second one greater than. Then secondary. Which is the secondary one? The third one. Alright, third one. And then primary. Primary is the first one. So 2, 3, 1. 2, 3, 1. Where is the answer? Option 3. 2, 3, 1. Okay. So whenever they asking you the question related to SN1 mechanism, try to remove the halogen, make the carbocation, identify which carbocation is forming. Another testing question. Which of the same question I'm asking you, which of the following can give a racemic mixture fast? You know, racemization or racemic mixture is getting through SN1 mechanism. So they're indirectly asking you which will undergo SN1 reaction faster. Another question. Which of the following alkyl halide can react in with the aqueous KOH faster? You know, aqueous. What is the medium? Aqueous mean water. Water is a polar protic solvent. In the presence of a polar protic solvent, which reaction favor we studied? SN1 reaction favor. So when they given like medium of the reaction like water or alcohol or ethanoic acid like that, you can majority follow SN1 mechanism. Clear? Next question. What is the correct order of reactivity for halide is? I'm just making the question correct order of reactivity for halide for SN1 mechanism. Okay, which will undergo SN1 mechanism faster? That's my question. I'm just rewriting the compound. What is vinyl chloride? Vinyl chloride, allyl chloride, and we have propyl chloride. Let me just draw the shape of the molecule. What is vinyl group we said? CH2 double bond CH. This is called vinyl with the chlorine, vinyl chloride. What is allyl group? Allyl means a vinyl with one more carbon and chlorine. Propyl means normal, propyl, CH3, CH2, CH2, Cl, propyl chloride. Question SN1 mechanism, let's go. Remove chlorine, make a carbocation. Remove chlorine, carbocation. Carbocation. Which carbocation is the first one? First one is known as vinyl carbocation. Second one is known as allyl carbocation. Third one is a just normal one. It's this carbocation connected to only one carbon. Therefore, it is a primary carbocation. Which is the most stable one, dear all of you? Allyl is more stable. So, it will undergo reaction faster. After that, propyl. After that, vinyl. So, your answer is allyl, propyl, vinyl. Allyl, propyl, vinyl. Right? Option C can be the answer. One last question. Most readily hydrolyzed halide is hydrolyzing. Generally, hydrolyze means what? Its ability to dissolve in water. Water is a polar protic solvent, dear all of you. In polar protic solvent, we have to follow SN1 reaction. So they're indirectly asking you which one readily undergo SN1 reaction faster. So let me just write each and every compound once again. Option A, C6H5Cl. What is C6H5Cl? That's what? Chlorobenzene. B, C6H5 twice CHCl. Okay, C6H5, twice is there, okay, twice. So on the CH carbon, there are two C6H5 group, and then one more chlorine is there, okay. Option C, C6H5CH2Cl, all right. C6H5CH2Cl, benzyl chloride. Option D, C6H5 tri-CCl, okay. There are three phenyl group. There are three phenyl group on this carbon. And then chlorine. This is the compound given, all right, which will undergo SN1 reaction faster. That's a question, all of you. Remove halogen. Halogen. This is a haloarene. There's a halogen present on an aromatic ring like benzene. We studied that from a haloarene, removal of halogen is difficult. Why? You know, this chlorine can undergo resonance. By drawing the resonance, you can see that there is a double bond generating between this carbon and chlorine. Because of the partial double bond between the carbon and chlorine or the halogen, you know, double bond is a stronger bond. We cannot break it fast. So halogen, when it leaves, then only nucleophile can come, right? And the formation of carbocation happen. So here in haloarene, the removal of halogen is difficult. So definitely it cannot undergo reaction faster. Okay, next one. What about here? Here the halogen is not directly connected to benzene ring. Yes or no? So possible. So this is a haloalkane because halogen connected to an alkyl part. If you remove this halogen, you will get this carbocation. Can you identify which carbocation is this? You can say this benzene with a CH. It's like a benzyl carbocation, or it is just like this carbocation directly connected to two carbon. It is a secondary carbocation also. What about here? If you remove this chlorine, you will get, what is this carbocation is called? Benzyl carbocation, right? Benzyl carbocation. What about here? If you remove this chlorine, you will get this carbocation. This carbocation directly connected to 1, 2, 3. It's a tertiary carbocation. Which is more stable? Whether it's tertiary, benzyl or secondary, tertiary is the most stable one, so he can undergo reaction. He ready to leave this chlorine to get a more stable carbocation. So who can undergo reaction faster? Option D. Clear, all of you? So this is about SN1 mechanism. So keep practicing the concept once again. Keep practicing the questions. We will meet again with a lot of concept in SN1 mechanism with the majority of the expected type of question for your upcoming NEET and JEE examination. So next video we can meet for SN2 mechanism. Then you will get a comparison study between SN1 and SN2 mechanism. So for that, all of you prepare well. Let's meet in the next video. Goodbye.